Hello everybody and welcome to episode 38 in my Carthaginian campaign Let's Play for Imperator Rome's 1.3 Livy update. Now in the last episode we had just gotten done solidifying our coastlines in Syria and Palestine, linking them up with our newfound territories on the Nile Delta. We then packed up our boats, sailed up the Adriatic and landed at Sinonia, which kind of bridged the gap between mainland Italy and our territories in Istria. We basically just blitzed over them. There was also 3 tribal city-states here. I think the Boii, Veneto, and one other one that its name escapes me right now. And we managed to take that territory pretty swiftly, actually with very minimal casualties as well, I think. And we're in a rare reprieve right now. It's the first time that Boods Barca the Egyptian, which has a great name for him, because he really is the guy that kind of oversaw the operations that went out in this part of the, well, really the Mare Egyptium. He's the one in charge of kind of capturing that area. It's nice to see that for the first time in his rule, I think he's got peace. You know, he's been at war the entire time he's been the emperor. And it's not to be forgotten, you know, of course, his father, Himilco, was the one who took pretty much all of Greece, Crete, Cyrene, and established a beachhead here in Libya. With the help of his son, of course, Boods, and his wife, Ashera. Of course, Himilco, if we remember, was slightly losing his mind due to brain damage. There he is there. And cancer towards the end. So that's kind of where we left off. So like I said, in a rare reprieve of peace across the empire, we have to decide where we're going to go next. There is, you know, on ourselves, there's a 40, 50, 60, 67 years on the clock to kind of wrap the coastlines up of the Mediterranean. And I've been kind of looking around at who we're going to go for next. Epirus seemed like a good candidate. They don't have any allies, so they might be a quick one just to wipe out. But these guys are probably going to come up next as well. So we have Iapodia. Probably not saying that right, but Iapodia have Cataria as their ally. So that's a decent chunk of territory right there on the Illyrian coastline that I think we'll go for next. The reason I'm thinking Illyria first is because Phrygia are in a war with Crete right now. Now we could also maybe go for war with Adrisia. It's hard to distinguish the lines here, but this territory right here is Adrisia. It's not Phrygia. So this is all Adrisian territory, and then it's Phrygian territory. So past this crossing point, past this bit of territory here, that's the Phrygian Adrisian border, so to speak. And those two used to be at war with each other. We remember not long ago we saw Adrisia blitzing the Phrygian territories, but now they're allied. I guess they came to terms and saw that maybe there was perhaps a bigger threat looming to their west, and now they're east and they're south. But either way, that's a much bigger war, and I don't know, that's why I'm kind of divided on whether we should do it now, take what we can, and then wait, or we should just go for something else while we're up here. We're already at Illyria pretty much, so it's very quick to do. We have the claims for everything. We don't have to wait around. Now, the good news is that when Phrygia are busy in their war, perhaps it is a good time to just hop into Adrisia. But for all I know, I don't know. We'd be at war with Trapezus, Caucasania, or whatever, Caucasia, and Dardania. It's a tough one. I won't go too back and forth, and I really should just have decided before I even hit record, but I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm really thinking on the fly with that. I think my gut is telling me Illyria. My heart's telling me Illyria, but my mind is telling me Adrisia, you know? So we'll just have to figure it out. But anyway, in between episodes, I've just commissioned a bunch of buildings and recruiting new armies out here to stamp out any unrest. Unfortunately, now with the 52 aggressive expansion, we are piling up unrest like crazy. There is 12 unrest here, which means nobody's going to convert, which means the penalty to wrong culture happiness at negative 52% is just super heavy, and it's going to start plummeting a lot of our loyal provinces into disloyalty. So I'd say about half of our provinces are going, maybe less than half, about a third are going disloyal. And if 20% of our population resides in disloyal provinces, well then we are screwed. Now the good thing is that a city like Carthage has 500 pops in it, there or abouts. So I don't know if we'd ever really hit that 20% threshold, really, even if all of this went rebellious. But it's a risk. So, and the further we go, the more we expand, the more we pile that risk up. And then we might cross a point where there's nothing we can do about it. Except for maybe just Klein state off territories, which we wouldn't want to do on the coastlines anyway. Alright, so anyways, that's pretty much everything caught up, so let's just figure it out. I guess I think I'll go Illyria. I'm just going to make the call. And if something changes in the next few minutes, then maybe I'll change my mind about it. But we're going to gear up for a quick, I'm hoping, quick invasion here. Might go for Epirus first, seeing as they're kind of out on their own. I guess we could do both at the same time. Just dedicate maybe 2 or 3 armies down here and just let them kind of steamroll in. And then we'll dedicate the rest up here. So let's figure out who we're going to send down and where. Well, you know what? Here's 3 armies with a 10-star general, And who do we have? We have Balhanid, Hannibal the Younger, and Ethidimus Xenophid. So we'll send them down south, let them cross over, I don't know, here down at Brundisium or Natia. Yeah, let's get them over at Natia. Alright, let's let time play. Other than that, we are currently losing money, actually, so maybe I will put the army maintenance back down to normal. There we go. We had the extra morale on them just in case. And we'll send the other armies over to the coastlines here. I have a feeling Laodicea are going to join this war with these guys. Because they are allied, so that might happen. I still don't even know how the call-ins really work. But going to war with these guys, they're allied with them. And I think these guys are allied with Laodicea, so I feel like they might come in if they become the war leader. That's really what it all comes down to, so we'll have to just see. And you know what? Seeing as we're going... Oh no, I guess we should be paying the fleet. These are coastal still. Everything's going to be coastal. Alright, so let's get moving then. We're going to send them out this way, and we're going to keep a few of them in the mountain passes, just in case anything spills over. So, Arsni Makar died at the age of 82. Man, you don't see that very often. I've said that a few times now, but 82. That might be a record for us. And who the hell was this guy? Oh, I should have read. A governor, probably, seeing as we have an open governor slot now. It'd be cool if it told you, yeah, his previous job in his thing. Anyway, he was a minor character, so not that important, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But just interesting to note that he reached a ripe old age of 82. Another death, Milcapil's Hanid. He was the governor of Baetica and brother of the head of the Hanids. Terrible fever, age 75. We have a scorned family, a couple Hanids. We're going to have to throw them down in places where we can. Even if it means not putting the best man on the job. But we have to do it. Alright, you know what's actually really important right now? How is our... Okay, they're loyal. Our tributaries are loyal. That's the important thing. Another important thing. Because you can often forget about the population that lies outside your realm. And your borders. Jesus, another death. Died of severe inflammation, age 80. Well, I'm glad to see we're prospering so nicely that people are reaching the ripe old ages of 80s, in their 80s. Died of inflammation, governor of Illyria. Alright, well, interesting, because we're about to queue up a new invasion of Illyria, so whoever becomes the governor now is going to get way more territory. But I guess we'll give it to, Blosii. I always like giving the governorships to Blosii. I suppose we'll go Bodo Barca, just because 6 out of 6 for content family, so... Just want to make sure that we don't give them an extra reason to become disloyal. With all our laws and such, they might become disloyal and cause us problems. Alright, so our armies have, recruited up down here. We're going to march them all in place, sign them to the governor. Same with these ones. So if you remember, if we go have a look at the region map mode, we have Syria. Let's just, guys, great UI there. There's Syria, Palestine, and Lower Egypt. So we have 40,000 stacked in Palestine, governing the area, but we don't have any other troops in Syria or Lower Egypt. So those guys are just experiencing a really heavy amount of unrest right now. We could also make one maybe in Cilicia. Would that be a good idea? What's their unrest? Yeah, it's pretty high, so let's do that as well. So this is kind of naturally setting me back for money all the time as well. Okay, 20,000 should be enough, I think. And like I said, the only other thing I did was just build temples pretty much everywhere I can. I destroyed everything in the cities I could that weren't already either temples or theaters, and just commissioned the building of a bunch of temples just to help conversion speeds up. But if you're at 10 unrest, you're never going to convert anyone. It's too high. So we need that aggressive expansion to kind of fall down a little bit if we want to get the conversion process going. But we don't have time to wait for conversions, so that's why we have to really step on it. And what we're going to be taking now is going to just drive up that exhaustion even further, aggressive expansion. I'm almost tempted to bring up our tyranny somehow, because it will in fact mean that we'll be assimilating people faster, so that might help. The penalties of this is only for wrong culture group. It's not for wrong religion. And we have more out there. But the problem is you need religion established to really enforce culture. So our culture is 65%. So that means right now 35% of our population is getting this debuff of negative 51% happiness. So that's a lot, you know? That's why we're seeing it decrease so much. It's not easily managed. Impatience is a virtue. Balbadonna has been becoming increasingly restless because we haven't given him a job. Alright, so he's a nephew of the Blosii family. He's pretty old, so I don't know. I'm sure he'll figure it out. The other thing then is our child. So we have Milkarim Barca, the first male heir. And he's just had his own kid, Gamilla Barca, so a daughter. So he's the next guy that's going to rule. Not terribly fond of him, if I'll be completely frank. But that's kind of what you have to deal with. Our other son has come of age as well. He's 18. So let's arrange his marriage. So he's got 5313 in terms of his stats. So we could go for someone who complements that. She complements it pretty well, but she's 71. So I guess we'll just go with someone else. I mean, he's not going to rule anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's always nice to compliment it just in case. In case he dies or something, you know? He could die of sickness. I don't know. Wow, this is all the available women in our empire? Really not that much. Considering the vast size of our empire, he doesn't have that much of scope to choose from. Well, we have Ashura here. She's only 17, and she's epileptic. Oh, that's not good. But you know what? It's just something about it. Young love, right? 18, 17, they're good. Ashura is the name of his mother, I think, right? Oh, no, his grandmother, it would be. Suitable match, splendid. Okay, cool. Alright, we're pretty much on those borders and ready to go. Are we lacking men? We're not lacking any men. Which means food should be fine, I hope, right now. And we're taking the road network. Ah, speaking of road network, we're missing a little bit of roads down here. I haven't moved this cavalry in a long time. The Bosporan cavalry, the Caciques cavalry, really is the famed cavalry. I think when you're doing attacks on coastal a lot, well, I don't know. We just didn't get to make as good use of the cavalry in this one as we did before. I have a great multiplayer game that'll be coming up soon that we've already done. That'll be coming up on my main channel, I think. And oh boy, did the cavalry do well in that. Unrivaled wealth. So this guy who passed away recently, this guy is now claiming his wealth. And always, what I always do is I split it equally amongst everybody. And we get 100. The guy will lose loyalty though. He's a general, so I'm not going to do it this time. We'll give him the money. It's the first time I think I've ever done it. His claim appears to be valid. Give him the 100. Alright, lack of governor. No scorned family, so let's just assign someone, I don't know. Abibal Matanid. We'll go with Blasia here. Oops. Really, I should have checked. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any. I feel like the stats of all my characters are getting worse over time. But I guess it might be to do with the breadth of our empire, and then we're just putting more people on different things. Anyway, let's bring down the navy. We're gonna have to get them to cross over. And the roads are on their way out. And our road network here is being completed. Another death. Oh my god. Gave in to frailty age 70. Gizgo Gizgo. Researcher. Demosthenes Agilide. Let's go with him. Borders are looking pretty swish though. The other thing is I can't get this until we finally get some Canaanites down here. It'd be amazing if that was the one thing I couldn't get. Oh my god, I'd be so butthurt if that happened. Well, speaking of being... Well, not really. Let's just... I was going to say, speaking of being butthurt, we have a lot of unrest here, so let's link the army back up and assign them to the region to quell that. Alright, so we went from 12 unrest down to 3. That's pretty damn good. So conversions might actually take place now. Yeah, conversions up to 4%. That's great. Okay, so conversions are taking place. You know, if we chip away at it a little bit every now and then, that's all fine by me. Assign them to the region as well. And then these ones too. Great. How's the war going in Anatolia? So Crete are kind of pushing in. It'd be great if Phrygia took out Crete. Makes it easier for me. Oh yeah, the other option is to go with Nidus. Oh yeah, but Nidus could call in Phrygia as well. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Changes nothing. Alright, there we have the 56,000 waiting to cross. How's the food? Food is full up. Hannibal Bodona the Hellen died from natural causes at the age of 77. He was the head of the Bodonid family and uncle of the governor of Cisalpine Gaul. So this guy, this is our first Hannibal that we had in the Empire, and obviously people kind of gravitated towards him in terms of his namesake, but he did actually become quite the powerful general. He started off with 12 martial, and then I think he got wounded, didn't he, in Greece in one of the battles. I think actually near Pharsalus, somewhere around here, he had a battle once, and he did get wounded, if I'm not mistaken. And that chipped away 2 of his marshals, still leaving him at 10, a respectable 10. And then through his old age, I guess he kind of went down by 2 more when he got dementia. So, fantastic character. Yeah, he became limp when he got that previous event. Fantastic character. excellent general, saved many a battle. So pouring out the salt for Hannibal Badona. So I guess it's only Hannibal the Younger now that we have to worry about. That's why he's known as Hannibal the Younger, because we have Hannibal the Elder. How's the food out here? I can't imagine it's too good. It's not too bad actually, but we are draining it heavily. Alright, good. So that would be an army now without a commander. This one, Hannibal's third, Bood's legacy. Oh my god, I didn't realize he was leading Bood's legacy. Oh, man, all the callbacks. Alright, so we have Xanthippus Parmenid. Let's go with him. This guy looks awesome. The blind general. Let's go with him. He had her milk, Gizgo. Doesn't actually affect his martial capability. You think it would just a little bit. Cool. Alright. Alright, we're ready to cross. Let's load up on the boats. And we'll begin the invasion of Epirus, and then when things are just definitely going okay, we'll kind of commit to the invasion of I don't know, these guys, the Illyrian tribes in the north. I'm just going to call them the Illyrian tribes. We're not too concerned with the individuality of them. Alright, we're out. So we're just about to go under 50. So when we go under 50 aggressive expansion, the negative impact is far less, but our reduction is also slowed. We have a chance. Our chancellor is not bad. He's 4 out of 10 potential oratory. So his statesmanship is gaining 0.80 a month, I think. Yeah. So it's going to be changing by 0.48. But the chancellor position is given 0.80. So every 2 months, he gains 1%. He's almost at 50%, which I think should give him... You'd think if he's at 50%, he'd have 5 out of 10. Yeah, so hopefully you get 5 out of 10, and that'll start reducing even faster. Alright, let's get in position. Let's cue up the pre-war music, I guess, seeing as we're about to kick this off. Sorry, I forgot to have my music ready here. Alright. Some people are also mentioning, you know, I could do the automate armies thing. I've done this not on stream, in the Let's Play before, Independent Operations. I'm fully aware of all the automated army patrol stuff that you can do. I hate it. It doesn't work for me. Like, if it ever just doesn't work once, it can be a huge detriment, and I've often seen it not working. And I say not working, I mean, like, they just go off and do something that I wouldn't want them to do. You know, so it is micromanage heavy, but I'd rather they do what I want than just sit. I mean, you could automate everything and let the AI play the game for you, basically, but, you know, I don't want to do that. What's best is usually when you assign them to a region and then you automate them, then they'll just kind of go around their region and kill rebels and stuff. That can be pretty fine. Alright, let's get ready for this then. Unfulfilled promises. I'm not going to give him a job, I don't care. How? Yeah, I don't care. Raise an army if you want. He hasn't, but he might, you know. Alright, they've only got 6 cohorts. They have no allies. This is a quick one, hopefully. Alright, in we go. Unrivaled wealth. So with Gizgo passing, Etab Blossia is claiming it. Although there's another option here this time. Think of his children. We could split his money with his children, or split it equally amongst all claimants. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like I should have went to his children, actually, thinking about it. Alright, so we just completely wiped Epirus. Okay, so I'm not worried about them, you know, calling in someone now or something. I was just a bit worried at the beginning, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. What is the reason I just looked out here? There was a reason for that. Can't remember. Oh yeah, Thinisset. So we need to get these guys to 100. And we are improving their relations. That's going to improve by another 100. Okay, cool. So over time, then eventually we can integrate them. Alright, let's get ready then for the invasion of Iapodia, sorry. Take Liburnia. We'll see if they do call in the other big boys. And what do they have? They have 9 cohorts. They have 45. And these have 34. Alright, well, here we go. So it's just one big fort sitting right in front of us right now. I guess we could hop on the boats and go for the second fort at the same time. A little bit more risky doing that. But I might give that a go. The road network has been built all the way out to here as well, which is great. And these guys will just hold. Great. Alright, cool. Really not much else to do. Let's bring up the boats and help cross over. So, Siege 1 is on the way. Were they manning the garrisons? They weren't. Gonna go with the full-on war music. That was the pre-battle music. There we go. The war has ended and Crete have been destroyed. Okay. These guys are still at war, though, with Phrygia Peroria in the center and Cappadocia Soritis, which are north of our territories down here. So Phrygia, not done yet, not out yet. Definitely got to go to war with them pretty much straight after this, and we might double back and finish off these tribes. Ah, the purchasing of mercenaries. How expected of them. Even Epirus are purchasing mercenaries. Can't go any further though until we just take out that fort. Alright, let's load up these 84,000 on the boats and we're going to go for that second fort that's a little deeper into their territory. So these guys haven't waged war, they didn't get dragged in, so it seems like, yeah, because of the war leader situation that didn't happen, which is good. We don't care about them, we only care about the coastline. That being said, they do have just one little piece of territory I would like, if we ever could get that off them. It's quite unlikely that we ever will. Alright, let's hop out. Either... Where's my boy? Where's Boots? Oh, normally you can click that, I can't see. Boots. There he is. He's in the first siege. Good on him. Alright, good stuff. So only a year has passed since we started up this Let's Play. Alright, we knocked the fleet out of the port and we destroyed them, no problems. And we're pretty much on track to go for this fort. So let's go. Hopefully we don't encounter too much resistance in here. I'll just take that for now. We're below the 50 threshold of aggressive expansion. So slightly less debuffs, which is good. But we're going to head back over that pretty soon. So this guy is pretty tired of waiting for his promised role in government. Balbadona has been quietly whispering in the ear of one of our closest confidants. Gemmelkart, Bloxii, has been wooed by the venomous words. And now both traitorous curs are spreading rumors of our lack of integrity. Look, just chill, would you? Just chill. Why can't we do that? Oh, he's honest, is he? Alright. Taking them down a notch, not a problem. Let's go for that next fort in there, actually. That'd be a good one. It seems like then, if these aren't going to be brought into the war, we might send these ones down to be on the boats as well. Cool, we stack wipe the rest of the guys back there. This fort is almost done, so we'll be able to wrap up Epirus pretty soon. We could just keep going then, and actually, seeing as we're there, with these three, and push to these guys. These are allied with Cotinia, which are up in the north. And what about the Dalmatii? They're going to be allied with Dardania. Alright. Interesting. Interesting little web of alliances out there. Thrace are falling apart again. Rome aren't making any moves. Siege of Salthois is one. Excellent. So that's Epirus' last territory. Or last fort, I should say. And we'll just push up on their final territories and piece them out, hopefully. Have these guys? No, they haven't. They're still exiled, so I don't have to worry about them yet. They might march on to my 93,000 fort, but I think they lose their morale, don't they? So. Alright, we're just finishing off the Epirot armies there. Not a big deal. 28,000 and 17,000 down behind me now. Which is why I want to load this 67,000 up on the boats. Just to keep them busy. The March of Time. He's 66. Age finds us all in the end. Wow, that's kind of young. Kind of, for the game anyway. Even the priests and surgeons shake their heads. As Boots the Barca is finding out he doesn't have much time left. Oh no, he's after getting cancer. I mean, I guess he got lucky enough not getting it until his age. Oh, he's on his last legs, and he's after losing 2 of every skill, and he's losing 1% health. So, I mean, he's at 100 health, so he's going to be around for 99 months if he doesn't get any other ailments. I'm amazed that they can find that cancer so early. I guess maybe lumps, I don't know. They're preeminent, Adiabadona. Whoops. Some say that Throughout the Carthaginian Empire, there is one constant. The deeds and character of Adia Badona precede her. So, we've had this again. Do we invite her to a banquet? Send her to a fake address? I've never clicked that. So, let's do that. It's kind of funny. Send her off to the wrong address. Alright, we'll get out there. So, we've got 3 sieges going on up here. This place... Oh, there is a fort here. Oh, my bad. I thought we already... Never mind then. I thought that was their last fort. I must have missed that. Big battle up here. Looks like we're winning it though. Although they just brought in more. Archon Thurinanar offers friendship. No thank you. Let's speed up. And let's get up there and help these guys out. Oh shit, time is playing. I didn't even realize. I thought I had it paused. Well, we won the battle. And it was Sypax Barkid that won it. Excellent. Good job. Alright, well then we can just fan out. Take surrounding territories for a bit. You don't need to, because the forts will anyway, but it makes things just a little bit quicker. Oh shit. There's the Ep.38. Mercenaries, they're after creeping in. 22,000 of them. The Siege of Splunum. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Splunum. Splunum is 1. And they seemingly only have 1 fort left, so let's just start pushing in now like crazy. Spreading out, taking everything we can around this area. Some big numbers up there. And we defeated the armies here, and they've stopped being mercenaries now. Don't blame them. Alright, good. Everything's pretty, I mean, it's pretty standard little war. Siege of Senia is 1. Excellent. 94,000 men now push deeper to enemy territory. Siege of this place is 1 as well now. So we've got mountains in the way a little bit. We'll just push up that way. Alright, they're on their last legs. I waged war on these ones first, didn't I? So I can't piece them out necessarily. Okay, another victory. Pretty standard stuff. 64 Thaui. See if we can give chase to these guys if we force march. Yeah. One of them got away, so we split them in 2. That's Hannibal the Younger, right? Oh no, it's not. It looks just like him. That's one of the mercenaries. The mercenaries typically have the best generals, so they're kind of the ones leading all the armies. But I mean, I guess that's on brand for Carthage, right? Makes sense. I mean, we're not using them for the same reasons. We just picked them up from other people. We bought them. And speaking of, I was going to say, we did that to save military experience. And even with a lot of our... Oh, these guys have all stopped drilling. This would cost me a lot more doing all this, but I'll just see if we can raise it up to get a few more traditions for end of game. These are all just the automated armies that aren't doing anything. They're like the governorships. And the reason they stopped drilling is probably because at some stage I lowered the maintenance of our armies. And that cancelled it on everybody. Alright, there we go. Should set me back a bit more actually now. Not, yeah, about 20 to 25. Alright, let's begin the siege. Good. So we've completely overrun the first one, Iapodia. The Epirus fort is about to fall. Nothing else going on out by Phrygia that I can see. We've lost a governor in Crete, in Greece. Brennus Eletovis. Let's go with him. Aggressive expansion is falling pretty quick, which is nice. And then, okay, that should be Epirus done. 1 aggressive expansion, not bad. I'll take it. Then we can get rid of half of it with this. Actually, you know what? Let's have a look at who we could take on, because I feel like we're lacking in certain characters now for certain fields. Let's take on the Zeuxids and leave it at that. Okay, so do we open up a war with these guys? This would open up with Cotinia as well. I think so, but not until this war is wrapped up. Yeah, because otherwise then we might be pushed back or something. What do Cotinia have? 13 cohorts? They're about to have a civil war as well. A rebellion. Okay then. I think we're fine. Let's keep going. Take Deorsia. Oh, you know what? I should have looked at who they can call in. Fuck, man. I think they can call in quite a few people because they're the war leader. Torasikia, Norica, Norsig. Oh shit, Norisia. Uh oh. Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's just see what we can do. Yeah. Shit. Alright, we just... Shit. That was such a bad idea to do that then, right before we finish this war up. God damn it. Ugh. I mean, I could let them push in. Oh, no, we can't suffer delays like this, though. That's the big thing. Damn. That's what I get for not being thorough. We're at war with this whole big, massive nation. 84 cohorts at rest. That's not even counting mercenaries. Is there even anything we want? It's like we don't even want any of their territory, you know? Hopefully we can just piece them out when we get done doing what we need to do. But now we're looking at way more numbers up here than we were before. They do have a fort here, actually, I didn't notice. Oh, that's Abria. Yeah, that's... Okay, cool. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Disloyal provinces. Gonna be keeping an eye on that. They're actually gaining right now, which is great. That's good news. Alright, so there's just one fort left, right? Yeah, one fort left for these pink guys. And then we can just piece all that out. Then we only have to fight the big boy in the north while we take out the orange territories down here. And Cotinia are going to rip themselves apart in a moment, so there shouldn't be a concern. Oh shit, it's Segestica. I remember them from Rome Total War, this town. Barbarians. Uh-oh. Well, let's go defend borders. Wait, fight rebels. That's the one. Rebel armies and besiege rebel-held territory. I think that's the same thing as defend borders, basically. Looks like they're on the way now. Mercenaries being bought in Italy. Doesn't matter. They're never going to make it to where they need to go. Alright, let's push in on that final... on that fort. And take the final pink territory before we capture their last one. So we have 100,000 sitting here in this territory. They're pouring in from over the Alps though now. We're victorious. That is Hannibal Blasii. Good job. That's Abria gone pretty much once we take out their fort. I'm gonna turn down that music. It is really loud. Oh, I had the game volume up, that's why. Alright, not much left in our way. Let's keep going. Oh, we can't push any further. The fort locks us in right now. Let's just link around to them then. Good. Alright, not too bad then. Not too bad. I thought it'd be much worse if we opened up a war with all that. It's okay. Norcia, I don't want any of you saying, oh, go take it. No way am I going to go up there and take that. We want to piece them out peacefully if we can. Don't need any territories. Or maybe tributary. But I think to do that, we need to take everything they... excuse me. Everything they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forts. That's quite a long time to siege that down. So hopefully they'll just give in when we ask for just this little bit of territory. Alright, so that's the pink guys done. Hang on. Barbarians defeated. Excellent. The governor out in Syria did that. We just finished that siege there. So we're going to move here. And we're going to move here. With 80,000 either side. Good job, guys. There's 66,000 in our way now from total conquest. Alright, we just stack wiped them. Let's keep going. So with 50,000, we're pushing further in. We've taken everything behind us as well, so let's just keep going. And we're just waiting on this fort. These guys can get back on the boats and head up north to defend, because we've got a lot of rogue enemy armies behind us now. Alright, let's jump on that final army. We need to take that last territory anyway. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. I know I'm neglecting the mission chains. I kind of like, in a way, just don't care too much about it, you know. We'll get more ships and stuff, but at this stage in the game, is it really worth it? I don't know. Port markets. Iolia has at least 2 markets in each port. Alright, let's do that. Iolia. I would like to get the extra little ships. That's always nice to have, just to say that we bolstered our fleet. So, 2 markets each, yeah? So it already has 1, which is nice. Then this one needs 2. This already has 1 as well. This one needs 2. This has 1 as well. Wow, this is good. And then this one doesn't have any. Alright, cool. Poor Boods. Can't stop thinking about how he has cancer. How that must feel right now. Alright, let's go station them back where they need to be. Can't believe we came across barbarians. Haven't seen them in a while. Came from out there, I guess. Alright, so Abria will be pieced out as soon as we take that. And, well, actually, I don't know if they will. They're not the war leader. But these guys should be pieced out as soon as we get this final piece of territory. They shouldn't have anything to say back to us after we do that. It's a big battle going on there. We've got elephants on the front line. We do have 2 terrain penalties, but a better commander. Not as easy as it might seem then. So we're still marching with this guy up. Let's force march up just to really seal the deal. And Italy is being slightly ravaged. Northern Italy, the Po Valley. The granaries are being raided out at this particular territory, out in Alexandria, the Western Delta. Can we replace the stockpile? We can. If that's going to raise the loyalty, I think it's a good idea to do it. Yep, let's do it. 1,500 gold. I'll pay for that. Keeping you guys happy, you see? Did Egypt pay for that? Would Egypt do that for you? No. Carthaginian Empire will look after you. I mean, we did just absolutely raise Alexandria to the ground, but you know, we'll sort out your food problems when you have them. Life is better under Carthaginian rule. All we ask is that you follow the Canaanite religion. That's all we ask. You can even pretend if you want. Alright, cool. Their army was called Legion 1. That's why I paused for a bit there. Alright, let's march, take the road network back to our own territories. And we'll conquer that final bit of territory. And we just stack wiped them as well. Alright, cool. That's it. They don't own anything anymore. Don't know why it's not at 100. But let's see what we can get. So I want that. We just want coastline. That's all we want. Is that it? Yeah, I don't want that. I mean, we could get it for a lot more aggressive expansion. This might be nice. This province here. That's kind of a nice one. Hold those mountain passes. Alright, we'll go with that. 8 aggressive expansion. Alright, there we go. That's war against these guys done. Cataria. And we took out Iopodia. That was it. So that's done. Now it's just Abria left to go. We'll get this army out of here. And we'll head up and deal with Noriccia. Noriccia are helping in that war. So yeah, our guys are on the way over there now. So good stuff. Hopefully if we just take this, Noriccia will be like, yeah, that's fine, just leave them, we'll peace out now. It'd be a bit silly if they did, because they are fighting on behalf of them, but if we have their territory, they might give up on it. Our 2 forts are under siege, so we have 61,000 on the boats here. I might send them, is this a port? It's actually not, so we'll send them here. I was going to say, try to hold it before any sieges fall, but we just lost one. These guys are force marching. They're pretty much there now. Okay, we just won that siege. Let's see. Will they let us have what we want? So no. There's oops, sorry. They're saying no. It's actually Cotinia that are the war leader of this. And Cotinia either avoided the rebellion or they've had it. I think they must have avoided it. And just in the nick of time. Well, either way, it doesn't really matter. Ah, because we were exiled, we lost our morale, actually. So this is now we're just like against the clock. Oh shit, we're still at war with these guys? Even though we just pieced them out? I guess we're still at war with them based on this one. And we're exiled in there. Interesting. Yeah, this is what I worried about when we opened this up. That this is going to drag for a while. Trying to think what we could do to... We could blitz back over these guys. They've only got one fort. And with enough damage and territories taken, I think they will peace out. And that's what we have to do. And then what about these guys? What's that going to call in? Dardania. Yeah. This really is the war for Illyria, isn't it, really? That's what I might call the episode, I guess. The war for Illyria. Thinisset haven't really become up here, I don't think. They're almost at the 190 opinion. Next month they will be, and then we can integrate them. Another battle up there. We just got off the boats. See you later. That's gone up by 2 war score now. Let's rush back to our siege and retake it if we can. And we're doubling back to go into this territory now. So Cotinia only have 1 siege as well, so let's go for that. Or 1 fort. Alright, so hopefully that's everything we really need to work on. So I'm going to just hold the forts and hold the territories so we don't let them pass through us anymore. And then these guys will just go mental behind enemy lines, hopefully taking everything they need to. I think that'll be enough, so let's just see. Will you give me this? They still say no. Alright, computer says no. Tough battle. Alright, we're just winning random fights everywhere. We've crossed the river to get to this one. Bountiful harvest. We'll take the money. 4,000 gold. Alright, the sieges are undergoing. The 2 capital sieges of both these places. I mean, we could get this territory as well. Oh, maybe we'll get them as tributaries. That might be an option. Yeah, I'd actually love that. That does cost aggressive expansion as well, I guess, but not as much. Alright, let me divide these armies up. So one go there. Another one go here. And, yep, that's a pretty good area to go. Alright, great. Rest of the world is fine. Phrygia and Odrysia still doing their thing. They actually recolonized that. That's good. Still no option to colonize here. And not enough Punic religion, I would imagine. Just Punicism here. Or Canaanite, I should say. So maybe with a bunch of maneuvering and moving slaves we could get there, actually. I mean, I could do the really expensive job of moving things like all along. It's just time consuming. I do that in my own time, I guess, in between episodes if I needed to. Because that can be a real pain. Okay, great. This is good. Except for over here. This is not good. We need to take this fort back. Let's just siege it. Or assault it. The siege is won. Excellent. And let's give chase to these guys if we can. Boodsbarka the Egyptian. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought he was going to say he died. He's not dead yet. Ah, he's fine. Let's change the music. Alright. Man, it is all out constant warfare. So, let's begin the integration of Thinisset. We created this empire. I can't exactly remember how, but due to mission chains and stuff, we had an option to make a religious kind of empire here after we built a bunch of temples. So they served us well, especially in the African campaigns. They had armies going all around the place helping us out, so that was really cool. But now we're just going to take them into the fold. As long as you don't lose any forts, I don't really mind, you know, up here. So they're the only things that take a while to capture back. But with them taking territory, it probably doesn't look too good for me. Now, actually, hang on. We're on 33. We could peace out now. Guys, I think we're going to do it. We're against the clock. There's no point pushing further in here. I don't care about these territories. You know? It's only going to be a chase. And it's nice to get tributaries and all that, but we just don't need it. Alright, we'll just banish them. There we go. War over. Now we have one left. Dalmatie. And then we have Dardania to hold off. So what we'll do is send this amount somewhere like down here to hold that area, and then the rest will be around here to invade Dalmatie. Alright, and actually one of these guys, don't I have a cavalry army somewhere? Blossiai's cavalry. Yep, so they can run up and continue the road network, seeing as we've been building that along the coastlines. Great. Alright, we'll see if we can get that done. That's kind of a nice, succinct episode if we can get the final little bit of Illyria as well. So we're up to 52 aggressive expansion. We're probably always going to be throttling that number, I think. Back and forth on it. Disloyal characters. No risk of civil war. 7% of our total power base is disloyal. His power base is 30. Okay. That's fine. I'm not too worried about him. Don't think he's going to get much more powerful than that. And I don't think we've got any other disloyal generals. Let's see. No, just him. Just him. Alright, we're pretty much in position. Screw it. I'm just going to go for it now. Dardania will be the war ally. And they can call in Tirgite, Adrissia, Rome, Tribalia, Saldensia, Caucasensia, and Serdia. Okay, that's a little different, isn't it? That's a lot. That's a lot of boys. It's interesting about Rome, though. I did say I'd kind of like to take them out a second time. But the good news with that would be that Adrissia will be called in here. So I don't think we will do this one this episode. That's going to be our CB into fighting Adrissia without Phrygia. And that will allow us to take... If we can piece out Adrissia separately, that'd be pretty amazing. And then we'll take Dalmatia. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to work towards. Alright, well, we still have a little bit of time left. So what I'll do is we'll just go into peace music for now. And we'll get in position and see how the situation develops. So, let's see. The 13th. Oh, wow, it's the 13th garrison. Great. Alright, good stuff. Let's see what we have in the technology tree. Nothing crazy. Diplomatic reputation? I mean, people can trust me, right? Not much left then other than that. Now, with our extra influence, it's been a long time since I've even bothered doing any of this, but we could put in a new investment. 4% output at this place would be kind of nice. Because it's such a big... Oh, we have up to 500 population capacity now. Nice, good. Do I need to found cities? Port markets is done. Let's do that. Shipyards of Isle. Iolia produces or imports wood. And it needs to have greater than 3 foundry buildings. Or equal. Alright, so let's build some foundries. So let's get rid of the granaries. And it needs to produce or import wood. That's not a problem. Yeah. I'll look at what we need to do in between episodes for those. Maybe we can wrap up the mission chain at the same time as the war with Adrissia or something. Okay, I guess what we need to do is get the boats and then really take all the armies out. So let's see, maybe they can all link up out of this port on this island. I'll have to install new governors or governor armies down here. So this guy's territory's grown immensely since he's just been chilling here. So we'll have to leave, I don't know, 2 or 3, maybe 3, 3 armies here. Crisis in Turdetania. Let's hope they fall to chaos. I actually don't want them to fall to chaos. Scandalous Dominus. While the occasional rakish and louche tendencies of milk appeals handed the Illyrian. Oh, that's awesome. He's known as the Illyrian. He must have been out fighting there. Our are well known throughout the upper circles of Carthage. No one is quite prepared for the appalling slew of allegations leveled at him as of late. There are growing rumors of terrible indecencies perpetrated on slaves at debauched gatherings honoring the god of wine, where milk appeals and his lewd entourage exhibit and debase their latest acquisitions from the emporia of Uzali Sar. Milk Appeals denies everything in the most stringent terms, claiming the tales to be lies engineered by his political opponents. The gossip is backed by several witnesses who claim to have been besmirched by Milk Appeals personally. Slaves and virtuous citizens across Carthago are demanding government-sanctioned justice to deter these excesses, and we can no longer ignore the situation. We'll conduct a full investigation. A token inquiry should be efficient. Yeah, we're deceitful, so I feel like, honestly, why waste our time on this? Now, what does our huge corruption give us? Wage, legitimacy, and influence problems. Well, yeah, why waste our problems on this? Slaves will be unhappy. Oh, yeah, actually, that's not good. A full and fair investigation, then. I'll just flip my ideals like that. So he won't be in charge of the armies anymore. We're gonna lose 2 grand. We'll gain 10 influence though, so something. And we'll then see who we're gonna leave here. Well, you know what? You guys are the slowest to get off, so you stay, and you stay, and then the cavalry will be here as well. And we'll just roll down the coastline pretty much. And there we are. I feel like we're missing some armies, not just the ones I've left behind. Oh yeah. Didn't we move some down here? There they are. I knew we were missing some. Alright, let's go pick them up. And get prepared for a war now on Adrissia. Trial developments. Okay, so although there's much still work to be done gathering testimony and exploring the specific crimes, both religious and temporal, that Milk Appeals may have committed, preliminary findings point heavily to his guilt. While the investigation is not complete, some have suggested that Milk Appeals be prematurely detained in order to ensure he does not try to escape justice. Also undoubtedly distress the Hanid family even further. Leave no stone unturned, justice will be done, or anything can be fixed for a price, because we're particularly corrupt. We may lose prestige. His family may lose prestige, and he'll lose popularity. We'll gain corruption. He'll be offered to bribe his way out. Let's see if he'll take it. What is he? In terms of, he's assertive, dumb, plain speaking, and cruel. I mean, he's cruel. I do believe that this is the case then. Alright, so let's see. We've offered him a bribe. Attempted extortion. Our messenger has brought word that Milk Appeals has agreed to our offer. We are fortunate that his reputation is worth so much to him. It falls to us to ensure justice is done and that these wicked allegations are now put to bed. Alright, the guy lost 1,500. Our emperor got the money. We gained corruption, so I gained half the corruption I otherwise would have with this outcome. But we did still end up paying a lot of money. It's kind of interesting little trade-offs. I love my road network. It's so good. Wish you could name the roads. That'd be kind of cool. Scandal draws to a close. A full and fair inquiry into the allegations against Milk Appeals have found out many of the litigants and witnesses who came forward were merely liars out to defame a good character of a respected citizen. The court was satisfied that the pertinence of certain documents and testimonies destroyed due to a leaky roof were of little importance to the case as a whole, and have confirmed the full extortion of Milk Appeals of any wrongdoing in the eyes of the state. It's truly a great day for justice, and a sound lesson to anyone who wishes to mislead the public or cast aspersions on the good names of the most valuable members of our society. Praise Balhamun. A tragic loss for the cause of justice. Well, it's a truly great day for justice. So I know that we obviously bribed the guy. So how are the slaves? So the slaves feel like they've gotten an unfair trial. So we didn't pull the wool over their eyes. So maybe not the best outcome, really. We kind of flip-flopped on it, didn't we? So I guess that means we've ended up paying and suffering the debuffs. Probably not a great outcome. So for 10 years, the slaves are going to be a little bit unhappy. Doesn't help our current unrest situation. Alright, let's load up the armies. Let's send them east. We're heading to Adrissia. Poor old Boods Barca, the Egyptian, is against the clock in terms of his health right now. There he is. He's waiting on the border of Dardania. Oh, oops, sorry. I didn't realize I was holding down left click. We pay 15. We could have... Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about this. So Anabasis is basically your king travels around to the various conquered provinces and raises their loyalty. I might do that in Alexandria. I think we need to get on our own boats and head out to Alexandria. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to go around calming down the provinces. That's pretty cool. We'll do that with him. So he's going to leave the war effort. He's left everyone in charge. He set up the fort, helped build the cap, and he goes, while we're establishing things, I have to go around to the various territories and clients and, you know, chill them out for a while. Yeah, that seems like we'll have to do. Okay, so our boats are coming down. We're on the main fleet. The fleet's heading around to Adrisia. Did I actually tell them to go there? I don't even recall. I did. Yeah, it was a bit silly. Not there. You want to go somewhere like here. Alright, cool. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So, in this episode, we did pretty well. In terms of territories we took, it was pretty quick as well. So, we basically got most of Illyria now. We took out Epirus, Iopodia, Abria. So I really struggled with remembering some of those names. And then pieces of territories in Cadaria. And we managed to just not have to fight Neresia, really. Excuse me. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be it. So that's the end of this episode. The next one, we're doing well for time. A lot of people pointed out that it didn't seem like we'd be able to get this done. But then suddenly we got a lot of territory out here and things got a lot better. I think we're on track. I mean, we're about 50, 60 years out. Yeah, we're 60 years away from endgame. So in the next 60 years, we just need to take Adrisia, Phrygia, and not have a rebellion. I mean, that's basically it at this point. And then anything else is maybe like icing on the cake, if we can do a couple extra things. But really, once we get the entire coastlines, I'd like to wrap up the series, because it's kind of gone on a little longer than I anticipated. I was hoping of doing the... Well, I was hoping of wrapping this up about a week ago in order to start the Stellaris one. But now I'm thinking I might even do Mountain Blade as a mini-series, kind of the way we did with Frostpunk, just like a 10-part series. We'll see, I'll see. I'll think about it. Let me know what you think anyway, what maybe you want to see. I'm not going to be doing another Imperator Rome, as I said in the last episode. You guys seem fine with that, at least from the comments, so we'll see how that goes. I'll do another one eventually. I've no doubt I'll be revisiting the game. It's just not for this small update. I need a bigger update, something a bit more content I can sink my teeth into. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.